Hello! Welcome to another edition of Between the Horns with your host, Mr. Aaron Horn. You might be able to see part of Cuddy back there behind me. It is a cold morning out here. Inside my truck it says 5 degrees. I've seen some negatives early this morning out here. Boy, it's cold. And I don't know if it's just age or getting more tenderfoot. I don't know, but it's hitting me hard this year. It's cold. So I don't plan on being out here very long. I don't plan on talking to you very long. Maybe that helps me be a little short-winded. I don't know, but here we are. Again, thank you so much for joining me. It has been a while since I've been on this thing. I made a couple videos. Haven't really decided to post those yet. It's been hard to find a place that's to stand and to be out in the cold, but I'm ready this morning. I'm good. I hope you are too. Here we go. Ready? Where have I been? What's been between the horns for Aaron? Well, I have been in my head. Yes, in my head. I have started a new medication this week. I guess the end of last week. And it's causing some relative jitteriness. You may say some jitteriness, you may say. Give me a second. We got this truck passing here. They're going to pass by. I think it's old Steve in the propane truck here, but who knows? Oh, not Steve. I don't know that fella. He's going to get somebody some heat propane, so that's good. All right, so I've been in my head. Between the medicine and just life in general, kind of taking some steps and having to deal with some stuff, threw me back into my head. Well, here I come out of it again. You may notice that kind of as we go here and more videos are made, you may notice some of these cycles where I'm up in my head more and then I'm out of it again. And, I'm noticing that those ebbs and flows are are planing out some. They're becoming more even. You know, they're not as drastic, long-term. But part of what, so I reached out to a friend, or I guess he reached out to me. We just were talking last night and then again this morning, and I shared some stuff with him, and he came back with some stuff, some good stuff for me, some good soul food. And he just reminded me, Aaron, be Aaron. Just be Aaron. That is enough. That is enough today. You know, I'm reminded of that. I get off track. I get in my head, and there's some things that happen up here that there's misfiring going on. When I get up in my head like that, I don't always know I'm there for a while. But learning that ebb and that flow and learning how to kind of even that out a little bit more, not to take it in stride, you might say. But there's a big piece, and I talked to them this morning about it, my friend Joe. Joe, by the way, if you're watching this, thank you so much. You've been feeding my soul. And we found a place of vulnerability and connection and communication and just being vulnerable, starting to feel connection, a friendship, and for that I say thank you. And everybody else out there who's been feeding into me, thank you so much. But I was reminded this morning to do it without judgment, and that's the big piece. I'll get to that because I'm getting cold. The boys are in the truck, they're cold. I'll get right to it and get out of here. No judgment. I had to step back again this morning and say, Aaron, it's part of the journey. It's each one of those steps. And I gave myself some grace in there, and I gave myself some understanding, and I turned down the volume, if you will, on all that talk up here about not being enough and not being good enough. And I think things like people are putting up with me just because they have to. I feel unworthy of love. I feel a lot of those things when I get up here. And to get out of there and to be in the now, that's important. So that's all I got for you today. Just a reminder to try to get back into the now when you can, when things are hitting you hard. When you're up here, I know a lot of us go up here, we overthink things, we ruminate, we sit up here and we cook up all these stories about ourselves and others around us, and I've noticed it's normally tainted toward the negative. So maybe turning up that volume a little bit and turning down the negative volume just a little bit. Giving yourself grace. That's today with Between the Horns with your host, Mr. Aaron Horn. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Blessings.